For students, homework can be one of the worst parts of the learning experience, but there are some easy ways to make it fun and get it done faster. We're joined live in studio by parenting journalist Donna Tetreault. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
I feel like homework is just it's like a pain for everyone in the household, not just the student, right?
Yeah.
Do you have some tips? Because I feel like I look at some of this homework sometimes and it's like a foreign language.
Yeah, look, homework is not good for any of us. Teachers don't even like to have to grade it, right? But I think that if we could get into this mindset that we have to have routine, we have to have some kind of structure, and really a nice workspace for homework, that's important because workspaces decrease distraction and do not have phones in that homework space. That is clear. We know we can't have phones while kids are trying to learn. Learning is not happening with the phones.
So are we doing this in a different part of the house where we're creating a space, or how do we go about doing this?
Yeah, I think it's really important to ask kid, where do you want to study? Where is it going to be best for you? Some kids like to stand when they study. Some kids like to be outside when they study. But just prepare a space that they have all their materials, phones away, and they know this is where that prompt is, this is where I study.
So you talk about a routine. I think about our household where it's like day to day, there's this sport happening, there's this friend has invited us over to do something. How do you create an actual routine during the week?
It's really hard. I know what you're saying. You might have sports or extracurriculars, some kind of art, after school. But look at that week. Look at the schedule and see. You can have a different routine each day, but just
you can.
Make sure,
That's
yes,
okay. Okay.
Sure. So maybe Tuesdays, Thursdays, you have some sports activity. Your homework's going to be different at that time in that routine. But what's really important with this routine is then you're also building in a sleep routine, and that's super important because you don't want kids studying too late into the night. They need their sleep. They need to be able to learn in the morning at school.
Well, that makes perfect sense, and sometimes easier said than done.
That's right. It's true. And so be gentle on yourself with that too. Be flexible, and be flexible with kid as well.
I like the routine. Maybe every day, look at where the routine can find itself. Right.
Exactly.
Okay. This was something even last week. My stepson brings his math pre-test home and he needs help with it, right? Because he's going to have the actual test later on in the week. I look at it. It doesn't make any sense to me how they're doing it. Dad looks at it, gets it right away, right? And is able to step in and help. But when should you step in and when don't you step in?
Yeah, absolutely step in when they need help, especially with content. And if they're coming to you and asking for help, step in. Another way to step into is for organization. If kid is not really up on executive functioning, and that runs the spectrum depending on, how kid is a learner, whether or not they're ADHD or have some kind of learning difference.
Right.
Always step in for that organization and planning if they need it. But the goal is to pull back to get them to do it on their own eventually.
So when we take a look at this math homework I'm talking about, Dad had very little empathy, right?
Okay.
Like, why are you not figuring this out? I don't understand why you're not getting this right now. I had tremendous empathy because I looked at it and didn't understand it.
Right.
Why is empathy important? And in our household, there was a balance there, but in a lot of households, there are not.
No, and there's that academic achievement pressure that is really one of the #1 stressors for our kids. So we have to remember that. We have to look at it. How is this kid learning? What's going on with kid? Are they hungry? Did they get enough sleep? Did they have an issue with a friend at school? Are they not feeling well about something? Also, they don't have to start homework right when they get home. Think about it. When we get off from work, do we really want to turn around and do more work? No. So there's that empathy piece, putting ourselves in their shoes and trying to figure out what's going on. Why is there this problem?
That's a really great point. I read something the other day that said, when you ask a kid, how was your day? It's like you being asked, how was your day, with meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. You have to kind of put yourself in their position.
Absolutely. And do you really want to talk about every single meeting that you've been through? No, I don't
Absolutely
think so.
not. Donna, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Rutabaga?